Just explain in simple terms, if you can, what unionists want to see changed about this protocol, or is it not changed, scrapped entirely? Because the British government seem to be suggesting they might be prepared to change parts of it unilaterally. Would that be enough?
Well, ultimately, the DUP ran last week in an election. We ran on the mandate that the protocol must go. The protocol is doing immense damage to Northern Ireland, both economically and constitutionally. And on a day and daily basis, it is impacting the cost of goods and it's damaging Northern Ireland's place within the United Kingdom. For us, fundamentally, it must go. We welcome Liz Truss's intervention. However, to date, words have been very hollow. We need to see action. I just took a little look back over the last number of months, and we were promised in September 2020, April 22, November 21. We were promised that the UK government would act and would take unilateral action. It never happened. We want to see that happen.
In saying that, many people will point out that while the DUP had a mandate for that, if there was a vote in the Assembly tomorrow with the newly elected MLAs, they may well back the protocol, that there is support in Northern Ireland for the protocol. Support even among businesses who view this, as Arlene Foster once said, the best of both worlds.
Well, Northern Ireland operates very differently to Westminster, as you well know. Westminster operates on a majority basis. We operate in Northern Ireland on consensus. The very building blocks of Northern Ireland's peace was obviously agreed at the Belfast Agreement, where there needed to be consensus politics. There is not one unionist party agreeable to the protocol. All of them stood on a platform of seeing the protocol scrapped. Therefore, I don't believe that the vast majority of people in Northern Ireland, and particularly unionism, wants to see the protocol and wants to see us siphoned off from the rest of the UK.
In saying that, I mean, nationalists would turn around and say there wasn't much consensus, or consensus was entirely absent in 2016, when a majority of people voted to stay inside the EU and every nationalist party opposed it, where there was no consensus then.
Well, we've heard Sinn Féin come out with all of their rhetoric. They have tried on every occasion to block a democratic vote and oppose a democratic vote. We left the EU as one United Kingdom. And that's what the question was on the ballot paper. And to be quite honest, I will take absolutely no lectures from Sinn Féin. They pulled the Assembly down for 3 years. And they continuously criticise us for not nominating a First Minister. We were elected on that mandate, and that's what we will continue to hold to.
Incidentally, do you understand the frustration of voters on both sides who just want to get the Assembly up and running again, who are frustrated the fact that government is not working in Northern Ireland at a time when the NHS is not in a great state and there is a cost of living crisis?
Absolutely, and look, we see it day and daily. But if you take the cost of living, the protocol actually exacerbates the cost of living in Northern Ireland, because ultimately we are not subject to the cuts that have happened here in GB with regards to fuel. So it's really impacting Northern Ireland, the protocol, and it's impacting everyday lives. I was looking at a study by the Department of the Economy. Goods, chilled meats, 8% higher cost in Northern Ireland. Convenience goods, 19% higher. So therefore, on a daily basis, it is impacting everyone's daily lives.
But the frank possibility is that if the UK government does this, potentially next week, takes unilateral action on the protocol without the agreement of the EU seem to be suggesting that they could get involved in a trade war. In fact, the deal that we've currently got with the EU might go all together. And in those circumstances, everyone across the UK be a lot worse off. Do you think most British people are prepared to pay even more than they are at the moment for the sake of Northern Ireland, frankly?
Well, ultimately, the EU and all of this have been very belligerent. They need to dial down the rhetoric. They need to come to the table. They need to come with solutions. To date, we have seen none of that. They have thrown the odd nugget, but ultimately, on a daily basis, people's lives are being impacted, and therefore the EU need to sit down, work through this, and come with solutions to the table.